Yo, yo, yo. How we doing today? We're going to go ahead and jump in. Go ahead and get it going. We're just going to keep crushing these best ball Millie makers. We got 2 tickets today for doing the flash sale. We have 6 and 1.5 play action tickets. I wish I could give them away. You know what I mean? I can't do anything with them, unfortunately. So just give me a half a second. Just DraftKings. All right, let's look at my tickets. Lineups, no. I'm guessing my golf isn't going to win. Or my baseball. Yep, 3rd place. Wasn't first for half a second. Then I looked at the amount of minutes were left, and they had a lot. And my pitchers sucked. Who would have thought Paul Skeens would be bad? What am I doing? I already forgot what I'm doing. Lobby, best ball, $20 in my pocket. Oh, looks like we won the last fight in the UFC thing. Just tailed our boy John Kelly. He got 4 or 5 right. Had we gotten the last one right, we would have gotten $200, but he got 1 wrong. How dare he? Just kidding. Yo, thoughts and prayers. Your high school quarterback shouted you out the other day. Yeah, I heard. It's my guy. I shouted him out quite a bit over here too. If you guys listen to the show, you'll know I shout him out quite a bit. I shout out Spike Week all the time. Dennis, my guy. Yeah, my quarterback from high school, Eric Bonfor, played guard. He played quarterback. He runs this page, Spike Week. It's got tools, rankings, strategies, promos. It's got written content. They're always putting out video content they have on Wednesdays. The lab, I'm too stupid to figure out how – I'm just not a Discord expert at all, so I don't know how to link my Discord with it. But that's here nor there. Yeah. But yeah, you could get all this stuff. You can have upload your underdogs, your drafters. I haven't uploaded any of my underdog stuff because I don't know how. So don't know how all these work, and I don't really have time. But it's got so many cool things you can do. Eric's a good friend. We're not close friends by any means. We were more than acquaintances, you know what I mean? But we weren't we never hung out. But we definitely graduated together. Lockers were semi-close to each other, B's and C's. There wasn't that many kids in our school. That's the funny thing. It's like it's like when 2 famous people go to school together, but they went to a school with 5,000 people, in a class, and it's yeah, well, there's bound to be a couple, you know what I mean? But I think our graduating class was a little over 200 people. It wasn't a lot of people, you know what I mean? So it's kind of wild that 2 of us are in the best ball space, not knowing we were in the best ball space. And I found him pretty early on, which is just because we happened to be in a draft together. And then I wasn't really paying attention to what he had going on because, that was COVID times. All right, let's jump in, boys. 8 of 12. Room for one. Jump in. Contest details. It is filled. I don't know any of these people. We're doing another one after this draft, so don't you worry. What did we get? So I haven't gotten the first pick in a hot minute. So my 15 to 16% that I had of Jamar Chase is down to 13%. At the worst, I have 15 shares. So at the worst, I'll have 10%. But I'd like to keep it at 16. Just haven't gotten the first pick in a long time. I'm saving my bullets for best ball week. Yeah, I mean, I still have 30, so I feel like they're not going to do promos for more than like 15 or so. That should be good. And they kind of had a best ball week promo today. You get two tickets into the tournament, so $40, get $10 back. I'm just saying, DraftKings murders with the deals that they run. Like, I'm doing all the tickets, brother. Yeah. Did you do the flash sale today? I put it on. I will say, I don't tweet the greatest things. I'm not. I'm more of a. It's almost like a Facebook to me. I'm guessing because I don't really post like this stat. And believe me, because I know numbers. I'm not that kind of guy. I post funny things or funny like weird things or informational things, but I always will post if there's a flash sale. I will post it on DK because people like to know those kinds of things. So I think they do at least. So we got Jay Snide, 44 at the 1 hole, and Air Drummer at the 2, Donkosaurus at the 3, Jesse Shore at the 4, JDM88FEF90 at the 5, J1 Benoit 012 at the 6, Marinos 81 at the 7. Oh, he's a Chargers fan. See, you're giving away your position there. Marinos, Melissa's 3, Moi at 9, MP Flyer 13, Brian Big Bets. Oh, Brian Big Bets. Oh boy. Jay Kosh Hot. I say that, but like honestly, Saber Sim people always scare me. So we have one regular helmet type of dude. We have a potential female, which doesn't mean anything, just pointing it out. Maybe 2 females. Who knows? Some people got some weird, interesting names, like unless that's his name, like Kashat. I guess there's a Hamzat. An air drummer, like does he do that for a living, or is it why would you pick that as your username? And Donkosaurus, Donkosaur. I mean, come on, guys, what are we doing here? This neighbors, not a hard call for your boy. I don't worry about his toes. Big old catch radius. Yes, sir. I saw your tweet. I got you on notify on all posts. All right. Yeah. See, I don't post that much. I'm not gonna be annoying, but I'm gonna post the flash sales when I see them myself. Well, almost all tickets. I had to use $40 cash because of promos. No tickets. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm a value drafter. I mean, I won, and you would think that since I won, I don't have money like problems spending money. I still don't I stay in the I'm broke range in my head. So I do spend up here and there in life, but I don't typically spend up. I get what I wanted. As you heard on Who Hames, if you guys saw that I went on to his stream, I did get a nice PC set up when I did win the million. That's how we're streaming today. Because before I was on a Mac and I don't know how to use it. I'm too dumb for some certain things. To be fair, I probably could have done it knowing that what I know now in this world. Yeah, we'll go Chetty. It's kind of silly that he's falling into the mid-second here. I mean, if he breaks a long run this week, people are gonna. I had 5 kids, man. I'm always broke. Yeah. So yeah, I'm halfway there. I got 3, So I have 2 kids and a baby, so essentially halfway there. And I was like, before I know it, all that money is just going to dry up and go away. So the $2 million top prize sounds a lot better than the million after paying taxes. My wife is a physician, and I'm a biochemistry professor. Yeah. I failed biology a few times. I took biology in college, and I did okay. I feel like the teacher did not like me though, one bit, because I asked how could 2 ugly people make a good looking child. She looked at me. It said, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." I didn't know anything. I also, speaking of yeah, the anatomy, not really biology. I don't know why I'm telling you this story. In ninth grade, there was like a summer school you could take in our high school, and you can like to not get out of PE classes or whatever, but like so you can just take them during the summer. Which I was like, I like taking my PE during the summer because you got to do more shit. And but you could also take health and something else. So I took health, and they give you these 2 sheets of paper, right, with all the body parts and everything. It's not like they give you a face, or it was just the genitalia, and I got it wrong. It did, there wasn't like a big old schlong. There was just I got it wrong, and he thought I was telling a joke. That was not. Oh man, that is a 2.2 GPA average type of person here. I graduated 2.56, but I'd like to think it was worse. I did pretty good my last year, but I took classes that were appealing last year. Took German. Yeah. Luis, yo, yo, yo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna try to have good luck. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It was embarrassing more than yeah. Thankfully, I don't think anybody remembers it because like most of the people did not care. It was at 7 a.m. And all the running backs dry up, man. I do not want Brees Hall in this part of the round. I saw James Cook go in the third here. That's interesting. Tet has fallen all the way to 43. He was at 49 less than 2 weeks ago. We're going to start. I mean, Garrett Wilson's going to get selected anyways, but we'll start him. See, am I missing anything? No, I'm not missing anything. Okay. Did friends and family hit you up for the money after you won? Nah, we didn't tell anybody. My mom knew and whatnot. I mean, I was FaceTiming her right after I won. And then no, nobody cared. Actually, nobody even said anything other than congrats from a couple friends. I feel like I wouldn't tell a soul, but I would still take care of my people. I didn't take care of anybody. I moved away from everybody. My son's 8 years old, so like 8 years ago, we moved away from Illinois to North Carolina, and we know like literally nobody except for my mom out here, and so nobody cares. I told my boys back in Illinois, my friend Will Lavelle and Nicholas Hort and Ryan Watson. Those are my boys. Yeah, but nobody asked anything. I think they're still doing better in life than I than I will ever do. And my family, my in-laws, not my in-laws, my wife's husband, he makes more than, I mean, probably made more than I've made doing this. He makes good money as a software. I don't know what he is, software engineer or software security. I don't know exactly what he does, but he makes good money. Yeah, I feel like Millie's a ton of money, but just slow enough to keep working. Yeah, well, I retired my wife for the time being, so she could stay home with the kids because like daycare was kind of crazy expensive. So like we're technically not making any money off the money right now. It's slowly going away, but she gets to be home with the kids, which is something I wish my mom could have stayed with us, kind of thing. So she gets to stay with the kids, but yeah. So I'll be working until I'm old because we also have enough money. We're going to renovate the garage and build a room onto the front of the house. The garage is going to be the new setup. I'm so excited. I already got big plans. Regardless, yeah. See, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't. We took one vacation. Yeah, I think it's just if you're smart with your money, you can make it last. You can make anything last if you're just smart with it. And then I keep getting raises in my work, which I appreciate. No complaints there. I think the year before I won the money, I was making $12 an hour, which is like 20 some odd $1,000. Then they bumped us up to $14 an hour, something like that. And then I think like 3 years ago, they bumped us to 20, which is nice. And I work about 48 hours a week, give or take. And I keep coming down with these lucky wins here and there. I didn't get any big, huge wins last year. I had one sizable win, but nothing like crazy. I'm hoping for another 50K plus this year, or a trip to Arizona for the qualifiers. As many of you guys know, I am smashing those qualifiers right now. I just want to go to Arizona and go on that trip. Take my wife this time. Watch the Super Bowl on a ginormous screen. That was an event I want to go back and do. That's the dream, man. Yeah. Zay Flowers? Oh, right at ADP. Why is Rome falling? Can anyone explain that to me? He doesn't have a Q tag, an out tag, and he keeps falling just a little bit. Speaking of which, man, I am not getting any running backs to fall to me. So I'm gonna take Zay. I need to pull up the X. People are now posting like weird stuff on the X. I'm like, how is this useful for my brain? Because it's not. Who am I looking for? Still fucking crazy that Paramount bought the rights for, not the rights, but they're gonna have pay-per-views or non-pay-per-views now. I don't know what you want to call them. I'm looking for Sean Mitchell's update. Thank you. Did he have one? 3 hours ago. I'll read it after this pick. A big purchase I also did make was a dog. You can't really afford a dog if you don't. If you have, we already had at that time 2 cats, a bunny rabbit. The dog was the kicker, man. Wouldn't have it any other way now, but man, they ain't cheap. They ain't cheap. I want to grab rice. You know what? Let's grab rice. I don't have enough rice. This team can hold off rice with the 4 receivers that I have. I know he's going to shoot to like the 60s to the 70s when he gets the suspension, but we'll deal with that when it happens. All right, so we pull up the board and I'll start reading the news. The news, Junior. All right. Kenneth Walker sits out Seahawks Monday walkthrough. Said not to be a new injury. Head coach Mike McDonald said, "We have a plan for Ken, and we're sticking to that plan. AKA, he's not hurt. We just want to make sure he gets his rest days." Rookie Houston running back Woody Marks gets rotation with ones. Practice as Nick Chubb also returns to practice, but with a red non-contact jersey. San Francisco Jordan Watkins sustains a high ankle injury, expected to be out a month. San Francisco injuries woes continue. Travis Etienne, first carry in both Monday and Tuesday practices for Jags. Is the tank show over? Second-year camp standout Jermaine Burton is day-to-day per Zach Taylor with some swelling he's working through. James Cook finally returned to practice amidst the hold-in during new contract discussions. Sean McDermott, things have changed, and yes, we have had a good conversation. So sure, we're not on the clock. Okay. Let's put this next to this. Oop. Oh. Star Malik Neighbors is not practicing today in the Giants' joint scrimmage with the Jets due to a lingering toe issue. Dayball did not give any extra information about additional testing on toe. Darnell Mooney is nursing an AC joint sprain he suffered early in camp, said to be labeled week-to-week, team being cautious. Jordan Love went surgery. He's going to be fine for week 1. Should start throwing again next week. Mason Taylor back at practice, field taking reps despite high ankle sprain. Good to see. Greg Norman says Najee jogging at practice today. Isn't ready to play in week 1. Rookie Hampton will still rotate with another running back, possibly Vidal. Romeo Dubs joins Jaden Reed and Tavian Wicks on the injury report. Hit lower back in practice. Did tell reporters being asked if he was okay. He said yes. Did walk off practice field on the own. Make a pick. Guess we got Pollard here if he's there. Alrighty. Red Bull. It gives you wings. Jacksonville running back Tank Bigsby posts scripted tweet X starting with the long line of queasy faces, followed by an ending a hope the long nose, aka someone's lying. So we'll crack the code. Jets starting quarterback Justin Fields looks sharp. I'm on the clock. Tyler Warren goes off the board, but that's who I wanted. All right. I want to go Cup, but I think I should go Brian Robinson. I'm not afraid of Bill. And yeah, we're pretty stacked at running back and wide receiver now. So I feel pretty good about. Dun, 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 dun. World Cup? No, not that one. George Pickens once again is providing the camp reports with jaw-dropping highlight reel, fantastic grabs in Cowboys practice. Lazard sustains shoulder injury, likely to miss a couple of weeks, a.k.a. Josh Reynolds to the moon. Starting Philadelphia quarterback, connection to Vontae Smith was hot today. Smith was dominating the defense. Starting quarterback Matthew Stafford once again does not dress for practice on Tuesday after being seen treating his back in the silver bullet on Monday. While Conkey makes his return to team drills, asked how close he was to 100, his response, I feel like I'm there now. It's just about building everything back up. I'm just getting conditioning and back to where it needs to be. And that's the news. It's the Carmel Quartet. I don't remember. Nah. First off, turn down the damn music. We got rid of caution. Oh, this is music. Luis Vegas is slated to be the bottom of the league offense, but we draft Genty so high. His O-line is bad, so why the high of a pick? So just because an offense sucks doesn't his week 17 matchups I do believe are like one of the best. Hold on. Let me verify that with you. 1 second. I'm gonna pop over my Firefox tab and pull up the draft on the other site. It'll pull up the playoff schedule for me. I'm lazy. So Genty's playoff schedule goes as such. All right, Philadelphia, not great. At Houston, all right, not great. But the New York Giants, apparently not great either. So maybe I was wrong. But I do have Malik Neighbors, and Genty, goes against that or plays against that. So we have Garrett Wilson, Justin Fields. The play calling is also going to be different. I don't really know why they're going to be bottom of the totem pole on the offensive side because what's his face? He's going to run the ball. I know it sounds stupid when I say it like that, but he ran the most offensive plays when he was in the NFL. Nothing's really changed for his in the aspect of that. Hold on, I need to try to change the media. It's still a little loud. He's still going to be running a high production offense, and the offense goes through 3 people, maybe 4. It's going to go through Genty. It's going to go through Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers. That's it. It's not really going to anybody else. So Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, so I got distracted. Let's see all these numbers on this page. So they're going to be running more plays because they're going to be on the field more. They're not going to suck next year, is what I'm guessing. They also have one of the. I feel like they had an easy schedule. Why do I feel like right wrong? Raiders schedule. ESPN schedule. So week 1, Patriots, not the hardest opponent. Chargers, we've always sucked at run defense. Suck it, mosquito. Did I flick you right into my drink? Who knows? Commanders can't stop anybody. Bears might be an interesting matchup. I still think they can be run on. Colts should be able to be run on. Titans, I'm not sure. Chiefs, not sure. Sometimes they show up. Sometimes they don't. You never know. Jags are an easy defense. I'm not scared of that defense. Broncos, they got a good defense. Cowboys, they don't have a good run defense. I'm probably on the clock, aren't I? No, okay, good. Browns have a good defense. Chargers, like we talked about earlier. Broncos, we talked about earlier. Eagles, tough matchup. Texans, TBD. Texans are TBD. Giants, not that great as of last year, but they made a lot of improvements, so we'll see. Yeah, 16th hardest schedule, so right in the middle. All right, we'll start taking some dips at these quarterback positions. I only have 43% Luther Burden. It's travesty. Also, every year there's an offense that turns it around. The Geno Smith-led offense could be better than what was previously there. Aiden O'Connell was the quarterback. The coach was nobody remembers. And the offensive play caller, nobody remembers. Man, Antonio Pierce was the coach. I don't think that was last year. I don't remember who the coach was last year. Was it Pete Carroll? No, it wasn't Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll was in the Seahawks still. Who was the Raiders coach last year? It was Antonio Pierce. I feel like he got fired. Oh, he was fired 2 days after the season ended. Okay. Oh no, oh no. Put me back in the... No, not what I wanted. No! Ugh. I queued it a millisecond. I accidentally clicked the Discord and pulled up that And I clicked the right thing the first time, I would have gotten Luther. Ugh, tough scene. Oh well. Don't know who I'm going to draft with him. Good news is that they added this whole tab for that. Zacchaeus, Roshan, Manungai, Jackson the third. John Jackson the third. Any news? Never mind. The Bears waived Jackson on Tuesday. Caught one and dropped one. And nobody is drafted Tyler Scott. Interesting. I guess I'll take a shot on Zacchaeus. We cannot miss a pick, though. Well, first with Luther Burden. I didn't expect Luther Burden to make it this far so far, but still don't. Oh, I didn't realize that the board was cut off. I'm sorry. At 43% Luther Burden, 15% Quentin Johnston, 1% Rashad White. %, Garendo. I swear I took him today. Must have been in an auto draft $1 league. Luther Burden goes right in front of me. Come on. Oh, being punished for my mistakes. So my Chargers have Casey and Houston bringbacks. Who did I get from Casey? I got Rashee Rice. Okay. Got a Tennessee bringback for Casey. Who do I have from Tennessee? Tony Pollard. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Tootin might be on the list here of players we're taking here. Only have 6% Tootin. If it makes it to me, obviously. Tootin goes off the board. What pick are we? This is where we go Hunter Henry, get our first tight end. As there's other players I like here, but the one that makes sense for this squad is Hunter Henry. Because he shouldn't technically make it back to me with his ADP at 169. Keaton Mitchell at 159. Years. Good Adjust the ranks, boys. Adjust the ranks. Still not touching Najee, even though he's jogging. He's not going to be ready to play week 1. As a supporter of Najee, I just hope he gets his eyesight back. So, guys, I had a keeper where you could keep up to 4 players, max 2 at a position. And it's a super flex league with a little bit of weird scoring, like first downs kind of matter. But my team last year was Allen, Puka, Malik Neighbors, Chase Brown, Trey McBride, Garrett Wilson, Jamar Chase, Mac Jones, Jalen McMillions, Javian Sanders, Devin Singletary, Khalil Shakir, Ray Davis, Braylon Allen, Madison, and Trevor Lawrence. So the strat is usually to keep quarterbacks, but I feel like you get to somewhere we get to see so my players I could keep, this is their new price. So I chose Trey McBride, Josh Allen, and Jamar Chase, and then I added where's draft results. And I chose the money man. Who else did I chose? I chose Neighbors at $27. $200 budget. I thought about taking Chase Brown. But if I have Neighbors, like my wide receiver room is like secure with Chase and Neighbors. And then I have Josh Allen at quarterback and my tight end secure with Trey McBride. Tell me I didn't kill this draft without telling me I didn't kill this draft. I lost in the finals last year, of course. Like, how'd you lose in the finals? Because I suck at fantasy football. That's what it feels like sometimes. I don't. I just got unlucky. So what do we need for this team? No quarterbacks. Just a couple running backs. This is a good time to get Will Shipley. Have a Week 16 matchup with Washington. A Week 15 matchup with Vegas. So every game is now stacked with Vegas. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Does anybody play Indianapolis? Dun, dun, dun. Ba, 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 da, da. Oh, share this tab instead. Sorry, guys. I was like, nope. Got distracted. We took Will Shipley there in the 15th. We're on the clock. Take Alec Pierce. Probably the last Alec Pierce share I take this year. quite a bit of shares of him. I think he's a smash pick, though. You know what I'm saying? What about the news on Dameon Pierce? Okay, no news on the Dameon Pierce. Pierce. See if there's anything on the X. Pierce. Probably spelled that incorrectly. No, I did all right. Damn right I did. 58 minutes ago, Dameon Pearson with the first team today at practice with CJ Stroud and starting online. Big potential opportunity for a big one. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about Dameon Pierce being the RB1 for Texans this year until Mason gets back? Split first team carries, 2v2s with the ones. Rico Ryan says Pierce has had a good progression. Ryan's has limited his reps because they don't want to make sure he keep him on the field. Nick Chubb and Dameon Pierce out here working. That was Nick Chubb, right? Because that dude was big. Okay. Dameon Pierce just looks like a good running back. Looks well built. Put together correctly. Did I take a tight end yet? All right, we got Hunter Henry. Good. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. We'll go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off here. Who the fuck drafted Cole Kmet already? Oh, wait, I'm not underneath tight ends. Oh, that makes more sense. Ripping the Band-Aid off, taking Zacchaeus just to get a paired up wide receiver with him. We don't have a naked. I don't care if it's not whatever the word is, not ideal, not optimal. I feel better. My body feels better. KLS out here. Get that double stack. Does anybody match with Pittsburgh? Do I need any of that? Pitt does not play any of these guys, so let's pass on that. Take some Gabe Davis. We're almost back to 9% Gabe Davis. We have 25% AD Mitchell, 37% Wicks. We'd probably back off those guys a little bit. You know Denver was somebody. She Rice. Don't really need Trent Lincoln, though. They play in Arizona. Cleveland. A little bit of Chicago, Cleveland. Let's grab Dameon Pierce. Get KLS. What round is this? We're going to be next on 19. I think we have our next two picks picked out. All right. So did anybody do 4 quarterbacks? Of course somebody did. 4-5-5-3. You went Jamar Chase, Brock Bowers, Kyron, DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley, Pacheco, Mason, Warren, Purdy, Rashid, Chip Mims, Jordan Love, Cam Ward, Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Wright, Arroyo, Pat Fryermuth. Like, how often are these dudes putting up any points when you have Brock Bowers. You have such a sweet starting two, and then you just tear it up with such poor structure. You never know. It could be the one that advances. 6 running backs when you start with Henry Taylor. Also a tough way to start. Also 4 tight ends in the middle. Kind of tough. Oh, I need another tight end. Shit. Sorry, Gabe. You're out. Someone else got to come in. Gabe Davis. Bum, 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 dum, dum, dum. All right. Okay, so let's read off my team and start the next one. We went Neighbors, Genty, Garrett Wilson, T Mac, Zay Flowers, Rasheed Rice, Tony Pollard, Brian Robinson Jr., Justin Fields, Jaden Higgins, Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert, Quentin Johnston, Hunter Henry, Will Shipley, Alec Pierce, Oldemedius Zacchaeus, Damian Pierce. Alec Pierce and Damian Pierce. I got the Pierce brothers. Not Pierce some skin. Right, we have our auto in. The rest looks good. He went 4 tight ends. This dude's a madman. Needs to be held accountable. These crazy actions. All right. As always, if we get a new Patreon member, patreon.com/bestballnation, we'll run a 3rd draft. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. I want to be in striking distance to finish at any day. You know what I mean? I just want to be close enough I can finish 20 drafts in a day kind of thing. 7 to 12. Contest details. I don't know any of these people. Looks like we're waiting on one person. Ooh. I don't know if I tore up something in my shoulder or something. I don't know, but it hurts like crazy. Who Debo, A-Zone, 06 Iowa, Doc Holliday, Major League, Curtis, Moshe, JD Sports 313, Sean Carroll. Sean Carroll sounds familiar. Zynot J. Gilly's crew. What did we just have? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. They keep hinting that Best Ball Week is coming, though, over on DraftKings or over on the X. So I am hoping that that it's coming Monday. You know what I mean? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, Dun, dun. What we got going on here? So I pulled it up on my stream, so it's about to start in 3, 2, 1. So it's about a 3-second delay. Almost exactly. Dun, 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 dun. Bad vibes clicking DJ Moore. Been feeling that way for a while. We'll see. Simple life hack. Day 1. Avocado and egg toast. Lunch tuna salad with quinoa. 3 grilled chicken with something veggies. 3 Greek yogurt. Yeah, if I wanted to die. Cheat day. We're talking about cheat day. Like, down to that. Bum, 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 bum. Running backs are going crazy. Holy moly, it's crazy. Bum, 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 bum. I didn't get anything from being this far back out of that. I guess they didn't really either. I'll take neighbors again. I was looking at A-Chan too. Look at me and you and Synergy over here, Mr. Knott. Dum bum 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 ba da dee doo doo. Bum, bum. I was thinking about Drake London, y'all, and I was definitely thinking Chase Brown. I don't I don't want to do it again. Well, that's the other week part of that week 17 game. No, we'll take Brian Thomas Jr. Who are we kidding? I want more Brian Thomas Jr. We just haven't had the turn pick, I think, is the issue. Wait, my 100% Hampton with Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors. Unfortunately, not today, buddy. I guess I only have one share because everything else is 100%. New build. Yeah, I really haven't had the back half of the drafts as much as other people. That's why I have 20+% Jefferson and plus 15 lineups with probably like 20 or so lineups. Jefferson 15 with Jamar Chase. That's 35 of my 120 lineups. Like, you know what I mean? So, let's see here. 15 plus 30 minus 3. 27. So 27 plus 15, 30, 42. So 42 of my teams have Jefferson and Chase. Not and Chase, but or Chase. 15 of them before last draft had Neighbors. So 30 plus 27. So 57 of my teams of my first round picks are of Chase, Jefferson, and Neighbors. And then Genty on 12 teams, or 13 teams, I guess now. Who haves? What up, dude? I caught a middle of your guys' conversation today. Did not catch the whole thing. It'll be at 2.5x speed at work tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Because I want to hear your guys' thoughts about the training camp news, the preseason games, all the things, all the works. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it. So can't wait to listen to that. Man, I was like, well, maybe I'll take a running back in the third round. Ain't no running backs in the third round left. Wait, Hampton's still there. Oh, one pick. One pick. Can we get Hampton? I know they're going to be splitting carries with somebody, but I don't care. Give me my boy. No. Come on. Well, on to the next. Let's see here. At ADP, nothing I like. We're going Marvin Harrison Jr. The year 2 wide receivers, baby. Year 2 wide receivers. Does that mean Worthy's got to be on the squad? It's the vibes. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Trevion Henderson going at the turn. Holy cannoli, dude. What else is he getting picked? I'm going to get shut out at running back, man. Going hard in the paint on running backs. Jameson. I don't want to go Jaden Daniels. But we're going T-Mac all day, every day. He's going to be a third rounder before you know it. Next, if this preseason game goes like he did the last game, he makes one more incredible catch or shows how dominant he's going to be. He's going to be a third rounder for the rest of the time. So I'm going to take my last few shares of him being a fourth rounder. I mean, look how nasty this wide receiver room is, though. Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr., T-Mac. Whew, I just got the chills. It's dominant. Surprised Kenneth Walker is off the board. This is just a regular draft, guys. Calm down. They have some running backs for the rest of us. T-Match. It went on a long time. We have to shorten it for next week. If T-Mac didn't drop that TD, he'd already be in the third. Yeah. He's one play away from the third and 2 plays away from the second. Like if he burns some dude by 5 yards or something for some weird reason, like if he shows he has elite speed to go along with his catch radius, he's going to go to the second. But if he just mosses a guy, that's a third round pick. Like right between JSN and Garrett Wilson. And if he shows extreme upside, I can see him right between Bowers and McBride there. It's nerve-wracking. I have so many shares of T-Mac. Same with Hampton. I used to get Hampton at the 4-5 turn, and I was smashing it all the way. No more. I can't get him. He always goes 1 pick or 2 picks right in front of me. And somebody has my exposures up. That's what it feels like. I know that they don't. Only 7 people do. Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts. That's a nice little pick there. Nice little combo. Who grabbed Burrow? Naked Burrow. How dare he? I take Burrow. I took a Nugget Burrow today. I don't remember if is that the Millie Maker. I did a few drafts today while I was at work, and while I was working, I should say. And he came to the 6. And I was just like, I'm not letting. It won't be in the drafts that I am in that somebody's getting a 6-7 turn on DraftKings. It's just not gonna. It's not. I'm not gonna let it happen. And I'll take 20 picks past ADP Joe Burrow on my team every time. It is not gonna happen. I don't care if it's minus EV. It's plus EV for my playoff run. That's the way I look at it. Because if I run into that team in the playoffs and all I had to do was take them and ruin that team, that's all I'm saying. Damn it, Kenneth Walker went off the board. Can't get a running back to fall to me. What? Worthy? Am I going to get Worthy at 18 picks past ADP? Guys, I want running backs, but if you guys are going to let this ADP fall, your boy will take it. Let's take Connor. I took Zay Flowers earlier. I like Zay Flowers, but I think this squad needs James Conner before I draft anything else. On DK happens a lot less on the losing battle. Yeah, it happens a lot less on UD. UD he goes at 6-7 turn. I'll still snipe you if anybody that trying to do that on me. But I agree. It's a common occurrence. You're not going to see a lot of it on DraftKings. So I don't want everyone to think like if I would have just taken it from that guy, I wouldn't have to be going against this monster team in the semis that I lose to by 5 points because he had this great quarterback instead of who I don't even know what quarterback I was thinking, but JJ McCarthy instead. I think JJ's going to do really good. So I'm trying to think of a quarterback that I don't like. Dak Prescott, you know what I mean? Guys, you guys are putting me in positions. I want to take more running backs, but y'all just keep leaving all these good wide receivers for me. It's the opposite of the last draft, man. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, man, oh man. No. It's an interesting team out of the 6 hole. When Derrick Henry, which was a crazy pull up, AJ Brown, it's fine, right? You grab AJ Brown, that's fine, right? Whatever. Grab Breece Hall, okay. You're pulling him up nowadays, whatever. You got your own ranks in. You're grabbing quarterback. And if you're buying in on AJ Brown, why not Jalen Hurts? I get it. If someone take Jalen Hurts right here, in this range, I get it. But why not Jalen Hurts here? Like that. You guys are just hurting each other. I'm assuming this guy has no ranks. Yeah, no way. He's drafting by the alphabetical order and just it's like, oh yeah, that Derrick Henry guy's good. Let me get to H. This guy out of the one hole though was able to turn that around pretty good though because he ended up getting Devontae Smith with it. who apparently is tearing it up in practice, sorted by projected points. Can we do that on there? I can't remember. It's been so long. Yeah, no. That's just ADP projected. Yeah, you can't do that on here, unfortunately. You sort it by team. I think the Ravens are going to do good. Snap, 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 snap. Snap, 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 snap. Josh Downs at 78. What in the world? This is not a tank of a draft. It's an interesting one, not to say the least. Nothing is safe with that guy around. All right, Brian Robinson Jr., you're going to be welcome to the squad very generously. Thankfully, for once. Would love to have Jordan Ash and TJ Hawkinson, but we need the running backs. How good my wide receiver room is. I think I can pull up Jalen Warren and then see what's here when it comes back around. What are we missing? Aaron Jones. I don't have any Aaron Jones. I was going to go Tyler Warren. I was going to hope there was Tyler Warren was there. Yeah, I have 0% Aaron Jones. Dun, 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 dun. Wish you guys could see my 0-0-0-0 of Aaron Jones. I have him ranked at 103. With how high Jordan Mason goes in these drafts, you would think Aaron Jones should be falling back some, but sure, we'll take Aaron Jones. Yo, GN. Good evening. This feels like a Hopkins drafter. Let's find out, because it has been a nothing but short of interesting draft from this guy. I mean, he's drafting too. Of course, I say that, and then it takes forever to draft. Maybe he's done drafting. But man, there's no good players here. Mark Andrews. That is the first solid pick I've seen in a hot minute. Though he's got 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Feels good to have as many tight ends as he does wide receivers. I thought about sharing my stream. I should probably do that, huh? Before it gets too late. Share it on the X. Best ball at DraftKings. Jacob Cowing returns back to practice. So my first share of Aaron Jones. Let's see what that does. Let's see. Okay, so Malik Neighbors plays Minnesota week 16. Interesting. I have a matchup with Washington and Brian Robinson Jr. So if the running game for the Giants is trash, then we have a good team here, because then Brian Robinson would have taken advantage of that. Aaron Jones would have taken advantage of that. In the previous draft, I know I had Genty. So maybe next time we take Genty, Brian Robinson Jr., and Aaron Jones and play that the Giants' run defense is the weakness of the team. They can't stop a sneeze. So 50% of the time I draft Neighbors Harrison, I get Travis Etienne. That is interesting because I have 3% Travis Etienne. That means I only drafted Neighbors Harrison twice. And Neighbors Thomas Jr. once. And Brian Thomas, Marvin Harrison Jr. 0 times. But that one kind of makes sense. I don't know what you guys are looking at, so let me pull it up, make sure. Bible. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, one new member to get a third draft in today. One new member to the nation, and they're on a third draft. Dun, 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 dun. Prescott. Probably should be looking at quarterbacks here. Probably. We might draft another. We have so many good late. Quarterbacks. Naked Justin Fields. I like Higgins. Let's draft Higgins. Solidify this wide receiver room even a little bit more. We can draft Trevor Lawrence on the next go around. We draft Herbert here. Herbert, Stroud, Lawrence. Sounds like a good running quarterback room. Should have drafted Keon Coleman. That sounds like fun. So we grab Herbert here because we can backstack it with KLS, Trey Harris, Quentin Johnston, Gadsden, Conklin. No. And then if we get CJ Stroud and Trevor Lawrence, awesome. If we get one of them, awesome. So let's get Herbert here. Oh, okay, so Stroud didn't make it back to me. Good to know. My shoulder is dying. I think I fell asleep on it or something. I don't know, man. It's been fucked up the last couple days. I was thinking about sparring with Charlie. I don't know. He might kick my ass. My little 8-year-old, huh? Soon to be 8-year-old. He's gonna kick my ass soon. I'm probably gonna be streaming some Fortnites over on my other channel. So I'll be talking football, but I might stream some games. That YouTube has 10 subscribers, but I ain't trying to push people that way. I did accidentally upload a video to that account that I was supposed to put over here. Which one was it? The big winners from preseason the other day. I got 164 views. Well, it was just a short, so it's not like crazy, but it's just funny. I accidentally post something over there. Down, 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 down. Let's see here. Channel Desperate. 10 subscribers. Daisy Carter Little. You got 8 subscribers. You look like a child. Do not follow me. Get away. What has 3,000 views? What in the tits? Cup is my second highest owned player. It has 3,000 views as a short. I think he's my highest owned player. To be honest, I can't remember. I don't know why I don't remember. Yeah, Cooper Cup is my highest owned player. I'm going to 100% going to do some Twitch stuff in the winter, I think. Yeah, I can multi-stream, I think, on through my computer. So I bought like the NZXT like streaming thing, little box. I don't know how to use it. So, but apparently, I can hit like Alt something Z, and it'll pull up this whole recording system that I can use. So that's what I'm going to be doing here soon. Oh my God, the quarterbacks are gone. Well, it looks like we're getting JJ McCarthy. Holy cannoli, guys. And we're going to grab Tucker Kraft if he makes it back to me. 7% Tucker Kraft right now. If we grab T-Mac too, we might as well just fucking No, we got to go Bryce. As much as I want Tucker Kraft, Bryce ain't going to make it back in this lobby. There's like 3 teams with only 1 quarterback. Oh, 22% Bryce Young. I really thought he was going to be my highest owned quarterback. Surprised that he isn't. Not surprised that it is Justin Herbert, but Scheiße. Woody Marks at 133, and you have Damian Pierce getting in with the ones, and Nick Chubb. And Nick Chubb and Damian Pierce is not even getting drafted most of the times. Stroud almost made it back, I know. Wait, no, he didn't. Stroud went immediately after I drafted Herbert. I said, I'm gonna get Herbert, and then Stroud or Lawrence will come back to me. Lawrence almost, halfway made it back to me. Yeah, no, the quarterbacks said that. Believe that guy doesn't need quarterbacks. These guys with 1 quarterback are gonna be shambles. Absolute shambles. Who do they have? They have 1 quarterback, quite a decent one. Josh Allen. Okay. We got Joe Burrow. Okay, so Captain Crazy over here. Naked Joe Burrow. He does seem like a Chubb drafter. Oh, so it wasn't DeAndre Hopkins. It was Rashad Bateman for the Ravens, and the oldness with it is Adam Thielen. So if you just combined or split what DeAndre Hopkins is, he's a Raven, and he's old. You get to Adam Thielen and Rashad Bateman. What a weird drafter. Aaron Rodgers. Trey Harris goes off the board. No. We got to get Ray Davis here, boys. We got to get Ray Davis. Come on. Let me have him. Let me have him. Please. This guy right fucking next to me is killing me. He took Hampton from me. He took Worthy. Took Stroud. Or not DTN. He took Stroud after I said I was going to try to hopefully he comes back to me. He's absolutely murdering me in this draft. We are going to take Eckler. I didn't realize I took fucking Brian Robinson Jr. All right, we need to go 6 running backs. And I don't typically do that, but that's what we have to do. Tyler Algier works perfectly. We do not have Bijan. Tyler Algier plays the Cardinals week 16. We have Marvin Harrison, so who knows? Who knows? We still have 0 tight ends. We didn't grab any from. Did not get Garrett Wilson. Not this time. I can't believe I made that rookie mistake with taking Eckler and Brian Robinson. I mean, they have different skill sets, so they technically can put up points, especially if one misses time, which is possible. Doing the predict the season thing, I had the Commanders kind of struggling. They're not like, I think they're above 500, I believe, but they're like barely above 500. I'll pull that up real quick. It's off here. They're like number 2. Why is that such a bad? Okay. Oh, never mind. They're not struggling. They're 9-3 in my predicted sense. They had the 5 seed. I'll look at that in a second. We'll make sure we're not close. Okay, we still got a little bit. For those curious, the number 1 seed are the Buffalo Bills, and number 1 seed through 13 weeks are the Eagles. I'll tell you the division winners: Bills, Bengals, Jags, Chargers, Eagles, Packers, Panthers, 49ers. So far, it's week 13. There's a lot of football left. A lot of football left. We'll take Hunter Henry again. What do we have from Miami? Do we have anything from Miami? Keaton Mitchell's already gone. I don't know where he went or who he went to. But we're going to take Wright. Said running back by week 12 is not good, but whatever. 6 running backs. Running back room is. It says shows teams. Show playoffs? No. Wait, Johnny's or Najee's still out here? Oh, he just got taken. Interesting. What are all these fucking buttons? So, combo percentage with all the players on your team. Order. Holy shit, that's cool. You guys, I'm not saying go ahead and download the Spike Week tools because they're awesome. And because I know the guy that made them, but I'm just like over here scrolling through the stuff. I mean, I know Hugh Hames, he used it last year, but I don't mess around with it too much. But on this right side, I can't share this, but I don't know how to say this. On the right side of the screen, they have a little thing where you can pull down. You can see the weeks, like the playoff week stuff. You can look at the combo percentage of every player that's on, like that's available left, and you can see what percentage you have with that player that you drafted. So, like for instance, when I draft Malik Neighbors, I have 60% Pat Bryant with him, 40% with I have 40% Pat Bryant when I draft Brian Thomas, 38% with Marvin Harrison, and so forth. Okay, I draft a lot of Pat Bryant, so that's going to be a lot of numbers. I have 3% DeAndre Hopkins when I have Justin Herbert. It is pretty cool. So I'm going to my 20-year reunion next year. I'm curious if Eric is also going to go, but it'd be cool to get an episode of Best Ball in. Is there any Denver correlation? Ain't nobody play Denver. Brian Thomas Jr. does. Let's go ahead and take Schultz. We have a little duo against. You drafted Jane McCarthy, right? Okay. We're going to get Jalen Naylor here if he makes it back to me. So that means I have a Minnesota stack, J.J. McCarthy, Aaron Jones, Jalen Naylor, Weekstein, week 16 against Malik Neighbors. And then we might add Tesla to the end of this if he's available. Or did he already got taken? Jesus Christ. It wouldn't be surprised. Who took Tesla? The 16th round. Holy cow. 13th round for Keaton Mitchell for you, dude. That is crazy. This dude started drafting rookies hella early, too. At the 4-1, Henderson. At 16 picks early on Warren. Tootin, like 20 picks. Woody Marks, like 100 picks. 50 picks early on Mitchell. Jaron Royals, 20 picks. Tesla, like 30 picks. Manungai, like 10 picks. Taylor, like 10 to 15 picks, probably. I'm not 100% sure on that one. That is wild. Okay, so we will not be getting any of that. Should still get KLS. What about Horton? Did Horton go off? Did Horton hear who? Thornton's there. Jimmy Horn's there. So his ADP is 205. Where did he go? Right in front of me. Damn. Good pick. That's not a stretch. 2 picks early. Not crazy. I have 3% Besh. I'll take Lambert. I really don't think Gabe Davis doesn't play all season. I feel like he ends up somewhere. And we're getting kind of low, so we got to take Gabe Davis here. All right, we ended up with a pretty weird build, 3-6-9-2, because I made a mistake taking Eckler pretty late. Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr., T-Mac, which it doesn't get better than that at the wide receivers position, really. It doesn't get too much better. James Conner, Zay Flowers, Brian Robinson Jr., Aaron Jones Sr., Jaden Higgins, Justin Herbert, J.J. McCarthy, Bryce Young, Eckler, Algier, Hunter Henry, Jalen Wright, Dalton Schultz, Jalen Naylor, KLS, and Gabe Davis. I like this squad, to be honest with you. We have week 17 against Houston with the Chargers stacked up. Let's see here. I think I can look at that. I think that's a thing. That's the only week 17 matchup it shows because that's the only one we need. You could look at all the players available left for the week 17 matchups. It's so cool. So pretty cool. I feel pretty good about this team. I was a little nervous when I wasn't getting running backs, but after getting Aaron Jones, a few picks past ADP, Brian Robinson at ADP, I felt a little bit better Unfortunately, we paired it with Austin Eckler, so then we had to. I got thrown off by the Ray Davis pick, of course, and then I grabbed Algier, which is a solid pick. Chandler Wright finished off with some decent, solidified wide receivers, and Gabe Davis should sign somewhere within the first half of the season and should make an impact wherever he does go. Let's see here. Did anybody sign up for the Patreon? No, looks like no new members. So we will be back tomorrow. Wait, did anybody have anything crazy? 2774, 3682, 3773. No. 2411 from the crazy guy. Tanner Hudson's his other tight end. That's kind of funny, though. Or one of his other tight ends. Yeah, nobody did anything crazy. That's good. Yep. I appreciate all the viewers. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to watch me. We'll be back tomorrow around 9 to 9:50, somewhere in that time frame with another couple drafts. And don't forget, if you want to do a third draft, just sign up for the Patreon. It's $5. We have 2 spots available for the league. It's $200 if you win, and I'm not much competition in redraft, but there's that, and then there's exclusive interviews, which are always fun to go back and listen to because they're evergreen. They always will be good because of what we talk about. I think there's one that's kind of like topical, but I'll do better the next time I interview that person. And yeah, my ranks, aka the Best Ball Nation tool. That's what I should just call it. Is that's everybody's got their thing, their draft caddy or draft tool or draft whatever. That's my tool, is my ranks. Just take what's on top of my ranks. It's perfect, foolproof. Make sure you have your inputs in. Imagine. But yeah, $5 is about as cheap as it gets for anybody that is interested in supporting a creator. A creator. I'd appreciate it. All right, it has been fun. It has been real. It has been real fun. Later, guys.